यन्मायावशवर्ति विश्वमखिलं ब्रह्मादिदेवासुरा यत्सत्त्वादमृषैव भाति सकलं रज्जौ यथा हेर्भ्रमः यत्पादप्लवमेकमेव हि भवाम्बोधे स्थितिर्षावताम् वन्देऽहं तमशेषकारणपरं रामाख्यमीशं हरिम्। Hari Om. We have been seeing Lord Shiva and Satiji's prasanga, and it has a lot of deeper meaning if we can keep reflecting on this prasanga. The first thing that stands out is that unless we hear clearly and do Shravanam, our ignorance will not go away. So when Ramakatha was going on, Agastya Rishi was telling Bhagwan Shiva, Satiji was not there. So if Shravanam is not done clearly, there will be a lot of doubts that keep coming up. So that is the first thing that we can see from this, that unless clear Shravanam is done, our ignorance about nature of Bhagwan, nature of world, and nature of our own true nature, none of it will be clear to us. And after that, Satiji has a doubt, but even after Bhagwan Shiva tries to explain to her in several different ways, she's not ready to listen. So if Adhikari of the Vedantic study you call, if they don't have that Shraddha, and there is some kind of arrogance or ego of doing lot of or being very efficient in something, it is that alone will become our obstacle in understanding this truth. That is why Goswamiji uses the word Daksha Kumari, Daksha Kumari. After that, Lord Shiva as though gives up and he says, if you want to do it, go and do, take Bhagwan's pariksha. To kina jai pariksha lehu. Pariksha can be taken of dharma. It can be taken of karma, but not of Brahma. Upanishad say, Pariksha lokan karmachitan brahmana, not Pariksha Bhagwan karmachitan. Parikshanam has to be done of the world. And with lot of Shraddha, we should inquire into nature of Bhagwan. That is another thing that we can see from this. Third is the response of Lord Shiva to this entire episode. That after he has done his best in trying to convince Satiji about what is the nature of Bhagwan, how that one unchanging reality because of Upadhi takes one particular form and also is appearing as this entire creation. Don't doubt the message of Upanishads. In spite of telling, Satiji doesn't listen. So Lord Shiva says, Hoi hi soi jo Rama rachi rakha, ko kari tarka badhavai saka. These chaupais are such that we should try to reflect on them, but most importantly, make it into our own wisdom. Means at the end of the day, this chaupai should come and save us from getting into sorrow. But for that, we need more of thinking and trying to see what Bhagwan is trying to tell us over here. Hoi hi soi jo Rama rachi rakha, ko kai tarka badhavai saka. Okay, this one we will see. One very tangible result of owning up this Chaupai, what does this Chaupai say? Whatever Bhagwan has destined, whatever Bhagwan has determined to happen, that alone will happen. What is the point in unnecessarily trying to argue or trying to do tarka, trying to deliberate why this happened, why that happened, and try to elaborate it? So the most tangible result is we will have reduced stress in our life. Sometimes we should just take a look into our mind and see what thoughts are going on in that mind right now. More often than not, it is something of some past experience that has happened either today or yesterday or over some period of time. And sometimes it is some kind of thought which we have no control over. Means the result of that thing we have no control. But still it keeps going on, and some insistence is there that this should happen in this particular way only. So first understanding for a sadhaka is to get conviction in this fact that there is a greater cosmic entity which is taking care of everything in this creation. And that entity is my Bhagwan. Without that, to become carefree is very difficult. Not careless, carefree. To become free from stress is very difficult without having that faith in that cosmic entity which is taking care of everything. That is, very tangible first thing that we can see over here. And this has been the story of several lives, our own lives, several lives, that we have taken so many things and kept thinking over them over and over again, which means we don't have time to think about Bhagavan. We don't have time to think about that absolute purpose of life. And doing this alone, Bhagavan Shankaracharya calls as aparadha. He says, Bhagavan, since so many births, I have been doing this only. I have had some insistence on certain things, trying to change certain things. And even after I have done my best, I would constantly keep thinking about it. And the end result is I end up with a preoccupied mind. That mind which is not available to pursue anything, either something of this worldly goal or want to talk about that spiritual goal. So this Chaupai is another, message from Lord Shiva that if you want to become, first of all, stress-free, but a level above that is if you want to become fit adhikari for Vedanta. If you want to start inquiring into subtle things, what we need is an open mind, a mind that is available, that can receive certain subtle teachings. How do we get that? Dwell on this Chaupai more and more. Hoi hi soi jo Ram rache rakha, ko kari tarka badhave saka. Lord Shiva is also an embodiment of meditation. Dhyanam, whenever we think about, first comes in our mind is Lord Shiva. More often than not, one of the biggest obstacles in meditation is this chain of thought. The moment we sit down, we realize no matter, from where these thoughts are coming. While we are active in the world, these thoughts as though are hidden somewhere. They are subconsciously going on, but right when we sit down for meditation, all those tarkas start coming. Tarka means all those logic, what I said, what that person said, what I said, what that person said, that logic. So here, this is another advice, that Lord Shiva is giving all of us, that if you want to become sincere sadhakas and meditators, do Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, we need this quality. That understanding that there is some samashti which is taking care of things, and our role is to do whatever that Samashti has asked us to do, and then just watch its play happen. Holding on to anything will mean that we are letting go of some higher goal. When it comes to sadhana chatushtaya, there is one quality which is called as uparama. That uparama is demonstrated by the second part of that chaupai. Ko kari tarka badave saka means knowing when to withdraw. And withdrawing is not for any other reason, but withdrawing is because we have another goal to reach. So if we have to go towards that goal, then we have to withdraw from all other things which are contrary to that goal. So this is the mindset of a sadhaka, of an adhikari of Vedanta. Hoi hi soi jo Rama rachi rakha, ko kai tarka badhave saka. So we should sit by ourselves whenever we get a chance and dwell upon this teaching of Lord Shiva. It's not any ordinary person saying, right? It's Lord Shiva who is telling us this. And then try to see how it has to play a role in my life. That is when we will start getting closer to Ramcharitmanas. Right? There are some chaupais like that. The chaupai that we saw of a sadhu purusha. Right? Sadhu is the one who bears insults but hides, the shortcomings of other people. So like this chaupai, just taking it and then thinking about it more and more. Okay, so now what happens after? So Satiji has gone now. Huh? She is going to take Bhagwan's pariksha, and what she does is she takes the form of Sita ji. But just because she has changed the form, she is not fully ingrained in herself how Sita ji is. So she ends up walking in front of Bhagwan. And now what happens? That we will see from after 50-second doha. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. 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 Lakshmana Dikha Uma Kruta Besha Chakita Bhaye Brahma Hrudaya Visesha Kahi na sakata kachu ati gambhira Prabhu Prabhavu janat mati dhira Sati kapatu jane usura swami Sab darasi sab antar jami Sumirat jahi मिटाई अज्ञाना सोई सर्वज्ञ राम भगवाना सती कीन्ह चहता हूँ दुराऊ देखौ नारी सुभाऊ प्रभाऊ निज माया बलु हृदय बखानी बोले बिहसी राम मृदुबानी जोरी पानी प्रभु कीन्ह प्रणामु पिता समेत लीन्ह निज नामु कहे हूँ बहोरी कहाँ वृष केतु विपिन अकेली फिरहु के ही हेतु राम बचन मृदु गूढ़ सुनी उपजा अति संकोचु सती सभीत महेश पही चली हृदय बड़ सोचु मैं शंकर कर कहा न माना निज अज्ञानुराम पर आना। जाई उतरु अब देहु काहा, उर उपजा अति दारुण दाहा। जाना राम सती दुख पावा, निज प्रभाव कछु प्रगति जनावा। सती दीख कौतुक मग जाता, आगे राम सहित श्री भ्राता। गिरिचितवा पाछे प्रभु देखा, सहित बंधु सिय सुंदर बेशा। जहाँ चित वहीं तह प्रभु आसीना, से वहीं सिद्ध मुनीस प्रवीणा। देखे शिव विधि विष्णु अनेका, अमित प्रभाव एक तै एका। बंदत चरण करत प्रभु सेवा, विविध वेश देखे सब देवा। सती विधात्री इंदिरा, देखी अमित अनूप। जेहि जेहि वेश अजादि सुर, तेहि तेहि तन अनुरूप। देखे जह तह रघुपति जेते, शक्ति न सहित सकल सुर तेते। जीव चराचर जो संसारा, देखे सकल अनेक प्रकारा। पूजहि प्रभु ही देव बहु बेशा, राम रूप दूसर नहीं देखा। अवलोके रघुपति बहु तेरे, सीता सहित न बेश घनेरे। सोई सोई रघुबर सोई लक्ष्मणु सीता, देखी सती अति भई सभीता। हृदय कंपतन सुधि कछु नाही, नयन मूदि बैठी मग माही। बहुरी बिलो के नयन उघारे, कछु न दीखत दक्ष कुमारी। पुनि पुनि नाई राम पद सीसा, चली तहाँ जह रहे गिरीसा। गई समीप महेश तब, हसी पूछी कुशलात। लीन्हि परीक्षा कवन विधि, कहूँ सत्य सब बात। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। So changing Vesha doesn't change our inner personality. I remember one thing, after our 1 year of the course, we had to do a play to show whatever we had learnt in that 1 year. And that play was, of course, having Vedantic theme, and then several other things were there. So whenever a play is done, one Swamiji's role has to be there. Means, one of the teaching scene has to be there. So one of our co-student, he was a police before. He was into police. So he got the role of being a Swami. And even when he used to give lecture, Like in that play, when he used to say like Brahma is Nitya, Atma is Nitya, everybody would get alert, like he would say in such a commanding voice, it would seem like he's giving some order to everybody. So then it didn't work too well with that role. So then they made him, the Dwarpal of Indra in that scene. So that role he did, perfectly well with his all commanding voice and everything. So over here, the play is going on of Bhagwan. He's doing his Leela, and then Satiji starts walking from the front as Sitaji now. Lachimana Dika Umakruta Besha Chakita Bhaye Brahma Hrudaya Bisesha. Lakshmanji is shocked, he's surprised, and looking at Satiji coming in this way, he's wondering who changed the script of our play. Everything was going well, we were all doing our roles. So even Lakshmanji recognized that, this is Satiji only who is coming. Kahina sakata kachu ati gambhira, Prabhu Prabhavu janata mati dhira. Lakshmanji is a sevaka, so he doesn't say too much. He is quietly looking at Satiji that what is she going to do now? Why did she have to do this? Sati kapatu janiu suraswami, sabadarasi saba antarajami. He didn't even have to tell anything to Bhagwan Rama because Bhagwan Rama is antaryami. And Bhagwan understood what Satiji is trying to do. Sati kapata. Later Bhagwan says, when Vibhishana comes, right, in Sharanagati, there he says, I don't expect anything from my devotees. Not that, they should be anything related to wealth, not related to their intelligence, nothing. There are only few things that I don't like, he says. What is it? He says, kapata chala chidrana bhava. Kapata means pretentiousness, appearing something different in front of Bhagwan. That I don't like. Chala I don't like. Deceit I don't like. And chidra means having some falsity in vyavahara. So those three things, if they are not there, then that person will attain me. Nirmala manajana so mohi pava, mohi kapata chala chidrana bhava. These things I don't like. So first he sees Satiji coming in the form of Sitaji. Sumirata jahi mitaye agyana soisara bhagya Ramu Bhagavana. Means that Bhagwan, whose smriti, just thinking about Bhagwan, removes agyana, removes ignorance. What can we hide from that Bhagwan? Soi Sarabhagya Rama Bhagavana. Bhagwan knows everything before we ourselves know that thought. Why? Because he is antaryami. He is sitting right inside. We can somehow or the other tell something to other people, but to Bhagwan, we cannot because he is drashta of all thoughts. Sati kinha chahat tahahu durahu, dekhau nari subhau prabhau. Bhagwan looks at Satiji and he realizes what is happening over here. But interestingly, Bhagwan just blames his own Maya. He says, Nija Mahaya Balu Hrudaya Bakhani Bole Bihasi Rama Mrudu Bani. He doesn't blame Satiji. See, this Maya only is like that. It doesn't spare anybody. Somebody like Satiji who lives with Lord Shiva, Adi Guru, so much satsang she has, access to the highest knowledge. But this Maya doesn't spare anyone. What does Bhagwan do now? Jori pani prabhu kina pranamu, pita sameta linha nija namu. Bhagwan goes and does pranams to Satiji. And not only pranams with his hands, he tells all his gotra and father's name and everything, how we do abhivadanam. And he's showing that I remember my roots. That is the symbolism that whenever somebody does this abhivadayami, means we remember our Vedic roots, wherever we have come from. So just to make sure that you don't confuse me with any other Rama, right? There can be Parshurama, Balarama, but I am Dasharatha Putra Rama. So Pita Sameta Leenha Nija Namu. He takes his name. But then he says, Kahe hu bahori kaha brusha ketu, bipina akeli phirahu kehi hetu. Oh Satiji, tell me, where is Lord Shiva? And how come you are roaming alone in this forest? This is another aspect of Bhagwan's understanding of this entire situation. Satiji is thoroughly confused now. Huh? She is saying, Rama Bachana Mrudu Guda Suni. Bhagwan's words, first of all, were very, very gentle, Mrudu, and it was very deep. Suni Upaja Ati Sankochu. When she is feeling a lot of guilt inside about what she has done. What is the Mruduta? Mruduta is she understood that she has taken the incorrect test. She had started to take Pariksha of Bhagwan, but now she realizes Bhagwan is Sarvajna. He already knows who am I. He also knows his own nature. That is the Guda, right? It is the deeper meaning that he has already taken his father's name and everything. That means he knows his identity, but he is Sarvajna because he also knows my identity. So that thing she understands now, that Bhagwan has recognized what I have done. In this forest that Bhagwan is talking about, Vipina Akeli Phirahu Kehi Hetu means that forest of Samshaya, all these doubts which are there, Bhagwan is as though asking her, how come you got deluded and you came in this forest? Why did you leave your guru? Lord Shiva is over there. Kahehu Bahuri Kaha Brushaketu. Where is that Lord Shiva? Why did you leave him and come here? Sati Sabhita Mahesa Pahi Chali Hrudaya Bada Sochu. Satiji was so afraid now that she forgets to give Ashirvad also, because Bhagwan has done Pranam, Abhivadaya, everything he said. Satiji doesn't say anything. She just turns around and starts walking back. And she is again thinking now what I will tell Lord Shiva. Main sankara kara kahana mana nija agyanu ramu para ana. I did not listen to Bhagwan Shiva. He was telling me that this is not any ordinary person. It is that same Brahma which has taken avatara. And this ignorance was there in me. I superimposed it on Bhagwan. Nija Agyana. It was there in me. I put it over Bhagwan. Just like ignorance is there in Jiva, and we superimpose it on Shastra. Means we say that if Shastras are saying this everything is Brahma, means they don't know what they are saying. Whereas the effort should be that listening to what they say and removing our ignorance, not trying to take pariksha of Shastra, pariksha of Brahma. Jau utaru abad dehau kaha ura upaja ati daruna daha. So again and again she is feeling that what will I tell Lord Shiva? And that fear, that guilt is as though burning her from inside. Now Bhagwan says she had come here to take pariksha, right? So one question I already answered about Sarvajna. I already told her that I know your identity, I know my identity, I am not deluded. This is my Leela that is going on. But now, even if she has not asked other questions in her question paper, let me answer others also. She has come from so far, maybe later on it might be helpful for her. Jana Rama Sati Dukupava Nija Prabhav Kachu Pragati Janava. Bhagwan says, now I will show some of my Prabhava. What is my true nature, that I will show her. Sati Dika Kautuka Magajata Age Ramu Sahita Shri Bhrata. So now wherever Satiji starts going, there she will see Bhagwan Rama, Sitaji and Lakshmanji. So she starts walking towards Kailasa, she is turned back and started walking. And in front, she sees Bhagwan Rama, Sitaji and Lakshmanji coming. Turns back, she sees again Bhagwan Rama, Sitaji and Lakshmanji. Left, right, from all sides, she sees only the Trinity. Bhagwan Rama, Sitaji and Lakshmanji. This is what we see in Ganapati Atavara Shirsha. Right? Ava Paschattat, Ava Purastattat, Ava Uttaratat, Ava Dakshinattat, Ava Chordhvatat, Ava Adharatat. Several Upanishads have the same teaching that this entire thing is Brahma. That Satiji sees for herself when she sees from all directions Bhagwan Rama, Sitaji and Lakshmanji coming. Pirichita va pache Prabhu dekha sahita bandhu siya sundara besha. So behind also she sees beautiful form of Sitaji and Bhagwan Rama and Lakshmanji. Jaha chita vahi taha Prabhu asina se vahi siddha munisa prabina. So Bhagwan is showing her answer to her second question, that can one individual be all pervading? Sarva Vyapi is Bhagwan's nature. He says, this is how, see, from all directions, I am only there. So Sarva Vyapi is the second answer to her question paper. That question which she did not ask, that Bhagwan is answering now. Dekhe Siva Bidhi Vishnu Aneka Amita Prabhavu Ekate Eka. Now she sees many Lord Shivas, many Brahmajis, and many Vishnus. And it is said each Brahmanda has one of each. So one Brahmanda will have one Brahmaji, one Shiva, and one Vishnuji. But if there are many, then it is all Brahmajis and all Devatas of all Brahmandas, that all of them she sees. And this is Sarveshwara. You know, Bhagwan is that presiding entity over this entire creation. And when we say creation, it includes all Brahmandas, it includes all lokas. So all of that she sees. Amita Prabhavu ekate eka. Bandata charana karata prabhu seva bibida besha dekhe sabadeva. And all different devatas she sees in different forms, everybody is over there. So this concept we had seen before, huh? That one is Ishvara, the absolute Bhagwan, and all others will be devatas. So in Ramayana it will be Lord Rama who is Ishvara, and all others will be devatas. If you read Shiva Purana, Lord Shiva will be Ishvara, and all others will be devatas. But just because they have a different form, it doesn't mean they are different entities. Same entity only is called through different names. Dekhe Siva Bidhi Vishnu Aneka. Sati Bidhatri Indira Dekhi Amita Anupa Jehi Jehi Besha Ajadi Sura Tehi Tehi Tana Anurupa. So now she sees several Satijis, several Saraswatijis, and several Lakshmi Mata. Their consorts also are there, and they are also appearing in many. Means that one Bhagwan alone is appearing as all these forms. So this is Sarva Shaktiman. You know, all Brahmajis, Vishnu Bhagwan, Shivaji, all are appearing in that same Lord. Now she also sees everything that is there in this Brahmanda. Dekhe Jahataha Raghupati Jete Saktina Sahita Sakala Suratete. Means all devatas along with their Shakti, all of them she sees. And all different jivas which are there, they also are seen. Jiva Charachara Jo Samsara Dekhe Sakala Aneka Prakara. Different jivas which are there. Now Vishwarupa Darshan is happening of Satiji. Puja hi Prabhu hi Deva Bahu Besha Rama Rupa Dusara Nahi Dekha. What doubt she had earlier, that should have gotten resolved by now. Because when she saw everything, she never saw that Rama as that crying, lamenting Bhagwan Rama who was running from one pillar to another. Rama Rupa Dusara nahi dekha. That same consciousness was seen in several forms as Bhagwan Rama. Avaloke Raghupati Bahutere Sita Sahita na Besha Ghanere. In just one alone had taken different forms. They were not actually so many things. सोई रघुबर सोई लक्ष्मणु सीता दे की सती अति भय सभीता. Now imagine Bhagwan Rama is standing over there, Lakshman ji is there. Somebody has darshan of Bhagwan. What should be the feeling in the heart? Feeling should be of love and lot of peace of mind should come. But look at Sati ji's emotion. De ki sati ati bhaya sabhita. Bhayi sabhita. Means she is feeling afraid now looking at Bhagwan's Leela. So this is again that point that unless we have Shraddha in our heart and that humility to approach Bhagwan and Shastra, that same Leela will appear frightening. Several Rakshasas, they got afraid looking at Narsimha Bhagwan. Hiranyakashipu, after Bhagwan came to finish him, but Prahlad ji was not afraid. No, he just walks there and Bhagwan mellows down looking at Prahlad ji. So this is that glory of Shraddha and Bhakti, where no Leela of Bhagwan appears frightening. And that vision is never lost, that in and through all his Leelas, there is Bhagwan's hand. Hrudaya Kampa Tana Sudhi Kachunahi Nayana Mudi Baithi Magamahi. So Sati ji is now not understanding what to do. All that she does is she closes her eyes and sits down in that place. Bahuri Bilokeu Nayana Ughari Kachuna Dikataha Dacha Kumari. But when she opens her eyes, everything is gone. You know, whatever Maya was there, all three appearing everywhere, everything has as though merged back. Meaning this Maya is under Bhagwan's Prabhava. When he has to show it, he can show it. And when he doesn't want, he can withdraw it back. Now she has gotten answers to all her questions. Puni puni nai Ram padasisa chali taha jaha rahe girisa. So she does namaskar to Bhagwan in her heart, and then she is now going back to Lord Shiva. Gayi samipa mahesa taba hasi poochi kusalata. When she went near to Lord Shiva, Bhagwan, smiling, he asked her, "Are you, was your test successful? Did you go there and take Bhagwan's pariksha? How did it go?" लीन ही परीक्षा कवन विधि कहूं सत्य सब बात. Now Bhagwan says, tell me the truth. How did you take Bhagwan's pariksha? Because in his mind he had understood that if she has gone with this pretentiousness, something is not right. Something is going to go wrong. Next one we will read. Sati samujhi Raghubira Prabhavu Bhaya basa siva sana kinha durau. Sati ji understood Bhagwan Rama's glory. Bhagwan Shiva also she knows, how great he is, but she has that fear. She doesn't want to admit that she went and took Bhagwan's pariksha and this is what had happened. She says, Kachuna pariksha leen hi gosai, kinha pranamu tumhari nahi. I did not take any pariksha. I just went there, I saw Bhagwan, did pranams, and everything was good. So Lord Shiva, he has understood now that something is going on. And when that pretentiousness comes, the immediate next thought which emerges out of that is untruthfulness. Because to protect that identity, this person has to do something now. So not only she took Pariksha in that pretentious form, but later on she ended up telling a lie to Bhagavan that I did not take anything, nothing happened. I just went there and came back. जो तुम कहा सो मृषा न होई, मोरे मन प्रतीति अति सोई. He says, whatever you had said, O Lord Shiva, that only is the right thing. How can it be wrong? Now I am clear about everything. He says, by just saying it, nothing becomes clear. Okay, just by saying that something, nothing is clear. It has to be clear in a pure heart. तब संकर देखौ धरि ध्याना, सती जो कीन्ह चरित सबु जाना. Now Lord Shiva is a Siddha Purusha, Siddha, Bhagavan. So ability of a Siddha Purusha or Siddhi is that they can remember or recollect anything that has happened. Through their dhyanam, they can know what all things have happened. So Lord Shiva is our Bhagavan only. Even to call Siddha Purusha is a compromised way of saying it. But this Siddhi is what we have to note over here. That all the time, Bhagavan did not remember what is happening everywhere. Whenever he wants, he can recollect it. So he recollects and he understands what all things have happened there. But you see the nature of Sadhu Purusha. Bahuri Ram Mayahi Sirunava. Bhagavan doesn't blame Satiji. He also blames Maya only. Says because Bhagavan's Maya is such and things were meant to happen in this way, that is why she ended up doing this thing. Preri Satihi Jehi Jhuta Kahawa. She's even told a lie because she was under that influence of Tamoguna only. And there is no personal enmity towards Satiji. What Bhagavan is not liking is what she has done. Satiji he is not having any problems with. This is another great quality, that phrase what we otherwise call as hate the sin, not the sinner. So over here, Satiji, Bhagavan Shiva is not liking her lie, and he is not liking that pretentious form that she took. Hari Ichha Bhavi Balavana Rudaya Birajata Sambhu Sujana. Bhagavan is now saying, whatever is Hari Ichha, that alone is Balavan. Hari Ichha Balavana. This line I have heard so many times from Guruji, that whenever guidance he has to give, to some sadhaka who is going through a challenging time, then this is what we should hold on to. Hari Ichha Bhavi Balavana. Our Ichha is something that might be in some way, but Hari Ichha, that is the final thing. That is the Balavan. It is stronger than everything else. More we tune with it, more we can bask in that glory of Bhagavan. Right? My Ichha is not important. Bhagavan's Ichha is what should happen. Sati kinha Sita karabesha Siva ura bhayavu bishada bisesha. This point Bhagavan did not like, that Satiji took the form of Sita ji. Jo aba karau sati sana priti mitai bhagati patu hoi aniti. This is a very important point Bhagavan is feeling now, that if I accept Satiji back as my consort, then I will not be doing the right thing. This we'll discuss more in the next session, but the main idea is this, that Bhagavan used to see, Lord Shiva used to see Sitaji as his mother. And whatever relationships we have with any individual is through this body alone. So Jiva and Jiva, they don't have any relation actually speaking. They are on their own journey. But through a particular body, there is Sambandha which is developed. Sambandha as a father, mother, son, husband, wife. All Sambandhas are only with Deha Abhimana. And now Lord Shiva is saying, if body has been changed, even for Pariksha, that bhavana of a mother has come, Now I cannot go back on it. That is why he says, Mitai bhagati patu hoi aniti. If I go back on that, then my devotion to my Lord, my mother, Sita ji, that will not be correct. But he is having a thought in his mind also that Sati ji is very pure. She might not have had any other intention. She did not think. She did not think about consequences. Whatever her mind told, that only she did. She went and became Sita ji. Parama punita na jayita ji. That is why I cannot just let go of her. I cannot do tyaga of Sati ji. Kiye prema badu papa. But if I accept her back as my consort, then I will be doing a big sin. I'll be committing a big sin. Pragatina kahata mahesu kachu hrudaya adhika santapa. So Bhagwan is not saying anything verbally, but in his heart, he is having this conflict. So whenever a dharma sankata comes, right, conflict in our dharma, what should we do? How should we think and how should we get an answer? That Bhagwan is going to tell in the next doha. Okay, that we will see next time. We'll do our Nama Sankirtana. Aganita guna gana bhushan Rama, Ashrita vatsala jaya jaya Rama, Ayodhyavasi Sita Rama, Apad bandhava jaya jaya Rama, Dasharatha nandana Shri Rama, Dashamukha mardana jaya jaya Rama, Kausalya sukhavardhana Rama, Kamita phalada jaya jaya Rama, Papa vimochana Shri Rama, Pattabhirama jaya jaya Rama, Janaki vallabha Sita Rama, Jaya Raghurama jaya Sita Rama, Vanara sevita Shri Rama, Varidhi bandana jaya jaya Rama, Hanumat pujita Sita Rama, Shri Ram jaya jaya Rama, Raghupati Raghava Raja Rama, Patita Pavana Sita Rama, Shri Ram jaya jaya Rama, Shri Ram jaya jaya Rama, Siyavara Ramachandra ki jai, Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai. Hari Om.